Okay, we're officially back for the second game of the night. We have watched game one, and that was Iran Girl. We're going to game two. It's going to be, let me just confirm actually. Oh, it's going to be the land of pure dust. So that's something I want to see what's going to be happening. Are people going to be getting pure dust literally, or are we going to be having people doing their thing and maybe changing? But with me, of course, I have, he said he's somewhere affiliated to Monster. So tell us something, Mr. Monster.
Well, it is Miramar, like she said, the dusty atmosphere. Make sure you have your lotion on you because it's going to be very interesting to see who is going to come out on top. But
Mm-hmm.
again, I think I would see who's going to take major use of the terrains, because Miramar is hills and valleys and hills, all of that. So I want to see
Mm-hmm.
players that are going to utilize that, knowledge of the map. It is always going to be very, very key to be on top and know
Mm-hmm.
exactly how you want to navigate around the map and put yourselves in a
Mm-hmm.
position where you can get the most eliminations and also a possible chicken dinner for that map.
Yeah, that is actually true. And a reminder that the people who are going to be getting position 1, 2, and 3 are the ones who are going to be getting some free UC. We have 1800 UC position 1, 720 UC position 2, and then for position 3, we are going to be having 325 UC. And again, we are having one more week next week. It's going to be week 10. So we're in week 9 so far. We have a good amount of people that have registered. So I don't know if week 10 you're going to be having more. It is the last time you're getting free UC. And if it were me and I was just a player, I can bet on it. I would have played all weeks. I'm just that greedy. When it comes to UC, UC, UC.
Well, your greediness is evident. We can all see your greediness. We can all see how greedy you are.
It's okay. Am I complaining? Am I complaining?
Well, you heard it here, chat. Mitch is the greedy one. So refer to her as the greedy one going forward. But Playzone is, I want to see what the Playzone will say in this game because of the playing path, coming north to south, La Cabrera all the way down to Paterna. Again, I have seen very, very interesting rotations coming out of playing paths that are like this. The Playzone usually goes somewhere towards the eastern side of the map. When it cuts down right the middle, you would see in El Azhar, the truck stop, Minas Generales, all the way down to Cruz de Val and areas like that. Even Hacienda del Patron could be in there. But I want to see something that is going to be friendly for these players. I won't have them moving around like headless chickens, stuff like that. But I would be impressed if they do maintain some level of consistency and, understand the map terrain. Because I think in order to win in a lobby and in a map like Miramar, I just think it boils down to your ability to perceive the map and put yourself in a very, very crucial position that gives you all of the visibility, little downside, and an opportunity to to get some eliminations as well.
Yes, sir. And I can see already someone saying Dust Nation. It's going to be a little bit dusty. I haven't seen the Sandstorm in a while, but I'm hoping I see it in this game and see how many people don't know that it actually damages you because some people don't know about that. But, anyway, it's fine. But we have Inferno there trying to get a kill there on Hatem. We have a push finally happening. Hatem has been surviving the first game there. He made it to the last zone. Right now he's basically running away from Inferno, and you can see what is happening there. Hatem uses Priest's favorite SMG and is able to take on Inferno all the way back to lobby. So again, GGCU for that. But then the Tommy gun is still a big as no.
Yeah, guys, remember, don't pay attention to Mitch. She's not good at the game. So anything she says is not valid. Always listen to me because I know what I'm talking about and I've won championships. So, VMAX we've seen VMAX we've seen how I mean you can see he also has a Tommy gun. This is the second Tommy gun I've seen in the space of
And a
10 seconds.
UMP. Why is he not carrying two Tommy guns? He's carrying a Tommy and a UMP.
I mean, he's going to
Why?
easily going to swap. He's going to swap one for an assault rifle sooner rather than later. We already know that that's what it's going to be, and he's going to swap the UMP. You're going to see for a fact that that's what he's going to do.
Mm-hmm. Hey, what is happening here? Is this like a team up or what? Or is my game glitching?
There's no
Nah.
way, right? There's no way, right?
Wait, am I glitching or what just happened there? Now explain. I need to understand.
Does he not know that he's there? Because there's no way, bro. Well, VMAX again with the Tommy gun clutches yet another. I think they're just sharing the apartment. I think they're just neighbors. I don't think they've actually seen each other. I think they're aware of each other's presence, but I don't think they've actually seen each other. Adolf with his first elimination sends Chef back into the lobby. Picardo, very interesting place to be right now. And I did talk about, the eastern part of the lobby, or the eastern part of the map being very occupied for the most part. And most of these players, they have the same ideas, especially coming off of that playing path, and especially with the terrain that's been provided. I would expect that most of these players would have made the move of securing themselves a much more central position with a high ground advantage as well going forward. But again, I want to see if Naruto can deal with Ye over in this little compound, or rather this little apartment building that they're going to be sharing all the way out here. Naruto on the ground floor switches over to the other side, and Ye probably waiting for him just to get the drop on him as well. They sway over to the right hand side, gets into a better spot, but here they come into the other side
Let's
again. Beautiful
go.
shots. UMP for the win, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I was waiting for that. I just watched him there and I was like, UMP, but then you have Parachichi there. I just think he's just been ignorant. There's someone pushing him from the back. That is Hamzul. Getting some damage on him, but for Parachichi, it's like what matters right now is running and going as far away as possible. And we have an 8 here getting cooked up by Hamzul. I hope it's a Kobe on Parachichi because he's not moving. And that's basically an easy Kobe. I don't know if I can call it a Kobe. It's just, a grenade and does Parachichi. I don't know what was happening there with Parachichi. I think he was just panicking or something along that line. But it is what it is there, and it is a nice nade coming from you, Hamzoon. Looking at V Maestro. This is also another player who's been playing this game, by the way, from week 1. He hasn't missed a single game. I hope they think about it and give loyalty UC points because this guy has been here from week 1 and he's still trying his best to get as much UC as possible. Same, okay, Black took a break and then came back. So, but I'm hoping they'll give the loyal fans some UC.
Well, I would be impressed with I would be
It will be
impressed. I
nice.
honestly would be. Yeah, I honestly, yeah, it would be. It would be. It would be nice, But again, I think what is the most amount of UC you've ever spent, though, Mitch?
In the game,
Yeah, in no,
like
in one go.
in one go, from my pocket or at random.
What I mean, it doesn't matter where it's from. It doesn't matter where it's
um,
from. It doesn't matter
okay,
where.
because from my pocket, it's a
Yeah.
no. Oh, damn! What? We are there. Oh, let me also come back. Let me
Yeah,
also
we had
come
a
back,
little bit
wait.
of. We had
No,
a little bit.
usually I put it off and just rest, as I watch the game and do my thing. But yeah, you asking the most
Just
I've
rest.
spent.
So you've been resting this whole time?
Yes, now you
Yeah.
rest as
Oh,
you
you're
watch the game.
resting.
That's basically it. Even the people watching the
Rest.
live right now resting and watching the game. But honestly,
Yeah,
if it's
see.
UC from my pocket, the most UC I've
I
gotten
did
is
I didn't say the most UC you've gotten. I've said how, the most amount of UC you've spent
great.
in the game in one swoop, in one time. The most amount of
Yeah,
UC you've spent.
I'd say around 40K,
Wow.
40, 50.
40K. How
Yeah.
greedy. How greedy. Mitch, 40,000
No,
UC
no,
in
you have
one
to
fell
understand.
swoop. I have to
No,
understand
you're
what?
not understanding.
I have to understand what? What are you trying to make me understand?
But you haven't asked the main question, the ones I have gotten for myself. I've only got for myself
I did.
RP, the regular
It
RP.
doesn't. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You are
uh,
greedy.
I'm not. I'm not. It's just blessings and amazing people in my life.
My goodness. 40,000
Yeah.
UC. Wow,
Yeah,
guys.
and that
You
account
see,
actually actually left me. But yeah, whoa, this Tommy gun needs to be removed from this game.
I told you that the Tommy gun is next level, untouchable, unstoppable. And yeah, it's one of the things that I told you. You just gotta respect the Tommy gun. It's undeniable as well.
It's not. It's just the UMP, but we'll see. We have Itachi with the UMP, and then we have just right above him a Tommy gun. So let's see. But I'm still watching for my UMP in terms of damage, in terms of what he can do. But let's see. We can see the player there trying to go as far away from Itachi as possible. He's, I think he's speculating his confidence level because he's going preferring the whole time. Being Maestro doesn't really know Itachi is behind him, but then he didn't have a gun in his hand. So, oh, they are telling each other, "I'm here, come to me." Okay, I love to see it. This is what happens in TDM games. They tend to do that. Like you try and tell your opponent, "I'm not on the left, I'm on the right." So they do the whole tapping and stuff like that. But yeah, let's see this interesting 1v1 here. Itachi and Maestro. I don't know how it's going to be going. It seems like they're going far away from each other, but it's totally fine. But then don't talk about my UC. Guys, the most UC I've used is 600 UC from my pocket. And I don't
Guys,
see a
she's
problem with
lying.
that.
She is lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I wish I was lying,
Wow.
but well, not everyone is able to buy UC. So yeah, then there's Mitch with the 600 UC. You know, that day I bought it, my chest was aching. Like, eh, I put UC, I put money in the game. But yeah, if you can, go ahead and do it. At the end of the day, you're doing something you love. You're getting the skins you want. You're making the game as interesting as possible for you. So don't let anyone tell you you're greedy. Like Priest, you enjoy the game as much as you can. If it's getting UC and spinning, go for it.
Yeah, guys. Of course, Mitch is going to justify being greedy because that's what she is. But I would say that, all you have to do is grind, and that UC is going to come to you. And that's just it. I feel if you grind right, you're going to get that UC for yourself. And you don't turn out to be greedy like Mitch. But right
Oh
now,
my
Kichwa
days.
Kubwa is spamming those grenades over to the right hand side. First one doesn't do damage. Second one does hit a little bit. Looks like Murphy's gonna think about how he wants to position himself here to deal with this. But Kichwa Kubwa has already popped out the S12K, trying to he put a suppressor on it as well, just to make sure that there's no noise. Get the S12K over to the top side.
E
Headshots, beautiful headshots. Murife, you
kichwa
will run.
kubwa.
Murife, you will run
Hey.
back into the lobby. He blows you a
Oh.
kiss back to the lobby as
Mm-hmm.
well. You gotta respect it.
Mm. That guy is confident though. What? You take someone back to lobby and you're blowing kisses saying, GG's my friend? That's crazy. But anyway, Chris, let's tell people about the LAN. You know, you won't be there, so sorry. Let me do it by myself and tell people that there is a LAN event. And yes, someone has asked on the PUBG Mobile Africa TikTok live that is this for Kenyans only? Yes, it is a purely Kenyan room because this is the PUBG Mobile Africa Champs and it's the Kenyan series. So we are basically in week 9, we're going to week 10. And after week 10, we have the grand finale that is going to be on the 29th of March, and it's going to be at the Nairobi International School where we'll be having cash prizes to be won. In terms of prizes, you'll see on the posters because last time I mentioned cash while live, the amount they banned me, but yeah. So we have to avoid that for now, but we can see there Tempest getting damaged there by Ismail. KNK Tempest. Interesting tag there. I don't know what that means, but then Ismail does give in the back there. Beautiful UMP damage. And now she's going to be feeling a little bit confident winning for that push. And yes, to be careful, the DBS is in. But then beautiful sprays there from Tempest, getting Ismail all the way back to lobby. And you can get to watch this live. I mean, it is going to be a grand event from PUBG Mobile, that is Tencent and Carry Fast. They're going to be putting a very beautiful a mega PUBG event on the 29th of March at the Nairobi International School. There is a form for people to register to attend. Just to know, numbers and how the event is going to be, I think, arranged or something. I'm not sure. But you'll get your link. If you want the link, kindly reach out to Curry Fast. They can give the link if you're not in any PUBG Mobile Kenya WhatsApp group. But if you are, I'll be sending it to all the PUBG Mobile Kenya groups that I know, and you can get to register. You and your friends or wherever you or whatever person you're looking to come with, and then you can get to be a part of that beautiful event. We have XTC Black with Kichwa Kubwa. Like Priest likes to say, what's going to help Black here and Kichwa Kubwa is the sound. How good can you hear the guy as they try to get close to you? Beautiful pre-fire there from Black. That does tell you he actually had Kichwa Kubwa trying to come towards that entrance, and he got the pre-fire happening. Then he goes directly for that push, taking Kichwa Kubwa all the way back to lobby. Of course, you can also hear when someone is healing up. I mean, if you have good earphones. If you don't, then you probably won't hear the guy maybe bandaging, using a first aid kit, drinking, a drink, painkillers. Unless I'm lying, Priest, but it is true you can hear that, right?
Yeah, you can actually hear those sound effects when someone pops open a painkiller or pops open a bandage or starts to, inject themselves with the syringe. Even well, no matter what it is, if your headphones are good enough, you will pick up on those audio cues and you will know exactly what that person is doing. You will know if it's painkillers, you know if it's energy drinks, you know if it's the big med kits, if it's the small med kit, if it's bandages, you will know what they're doing and you know how much time you have to act, because that is what that information is for. Once you hear it, you already know, okay, this is what I'm about to do, this is what I need to do, and this is how much time I have to do it. So yeah, that is what plays a very, very vital role on what you want to do with that information when you receive that information as well.
Yes, sir. I can see when you look at what the solos are doing, I think Miramar is a big map for solos. There's just something about Miramar and solos. If it were me, you see here where San Martin, the R is at San Martin and that building there, I would have sat in that exact place from the beginning till the end of the game, and all I've gotten a chicken dinner. But anyway, it's fine. I'm not selling camping strategies, but if you want the UC, then you should probably do that. And people are still asking the same question: can they join? I think I'm saying this as much as I can. It is just for Kenyans. But if you're a Kenyan and you're asking there in the comment section, yes, you can join. You can register. When we go for a break, there's going to be a QR code for you to scan, and then you can go into the WhatsApp group and register yourself for week 10. But for now, we have cow and chicken. Last week, I asked PTK if he knows cow and chicken. He said no. Please, do you
What?
know cow and chicken?
Yo, I know cow and chicken. I am weasel. Those are the main two for real. Cow and chicken, mama had a chicken, mama had a cow, dad was proud, he didn't care how. What you saying? That was a banger. I mean, unless we're talking about different things though. That's the one I know. I don't know if Oh, for real? Yeah, I mean, mama had a chicken, mama had a cow, dad was proud, he didn't care how. Come on now. Nah, no real OGs know that one. I'm surprised you even know it, man. Yeah, that was top tier. That was top tier back then, and hopefully this. Yeah, I know, right? It was so weird, and I think it was the same with I Am Weasel. It was so weird, I think it gave the same energy as I Am Weasel, but again, that perfectly launched chicken does get fried immediately, turns him into KFC. We love to see Black. 5 eliminations to the good. Gotta respect his resolve, solid resolve. Playzone has shifted over to that northern side. All of these players and all of these teams working together to make sure that Black doesn't win. Oh my goodness. You know, yeah, I don't think it's worth because but then again, he's always putting up the numbers. The chicken dinner just a little bit elusive for him because of the way he plays. The style he plays is not necessarily suited to win you chicken dinners. It's just suited to reduce the number of players in the cut. Tempest and beautiful Headshots only. Those were only headshots, and that is why he was very quick. Headshots only. Autokama unfortunately gets swept away out of the monster truck. Back into the lobby he will go. Tempest has been quite. He has been proving himself to be quite, direct and accurate with his shots. So far, 3 eliminations to the good. But I would never loot in the open like this, though. That's not something I would ever do. Yes, yeah, sure. Says the woman that told everyone to go and stay in the middle of San Martin and then win a chicken dinner out of
Out of
thin
thin
air.
air.
You
Right.
know it's possible, right? You know it's possible. That's basically the logic behind solos anyway. Because not everyone is as confident as Black. I never underestimate a player. Even though that player is crouching from one corner of the room till the other, walking while crouching. I just can't bring myself to, go for that push easily. I'm just going to panic. And imagine if this solo finds me and just does one perfect spray, I'm done for. It is nothing but GG's. So, please count me out. Eh? So please leave me alone,
Well,
okay?
yeah. Well, there could be so many ways that goes regardless, but we are down to 17 players, and the play zone is still very much in that northern, rather northwestern side. San Martin still very in rotation, but I think the play zone is going to shift out of this southern side and keep these players a little bit closer than they would like. Very much Stro already making the advance. A little bit closer here. He's heard the shots and he will not. I thought he was going to engage though, because I know him to be the type of player to engage, or he's
Mm-hmm.
probably going to hang around this area to get a little bit more intel there. I don't know what they're doing. Is that sign language for "Don't shoot me"? I'm just a, I'm just a passerby. Is that what that means?
I hope it's that that's what it means because you can see everyone doing that. Someone is passing by, gets two taps in. I think it's code, man, and we don't know about this code because we saw it. Oh, what? We saw it
Yeah,
before. So,
yeah. I think maybe these two just they alerted him to tell him, oh, there's a fight going on here. Let us finish here first before you come. Again, I've never heard of that one before, but yeah, he's gonna try and say that again.
let's
High
get
ground
it.
position. Come on, bro. EA was in a better spot. You're not even gonna deal damage to him, and that's exactly how that played out. Black still very active here. Assassin Key, and he makes something happen here. Charge the grenade, trying to force Assassin Key to that open space. No, that's a bad call. Well, fortunately for him, trying to sway that one
Eh?
out. Oh,
No
and he managed to
way.
escape. Now that has to be escape of a lifetime. What an escape that was from Assassin's Key. I mean, he definitely has the escape skills of an assassin.
Yeah, yeah, that came in just right. But I don't think XCC Black is going to be letting him to go that far. You can see Black already is trying to tail him just to make sure this kill doesn't go far away from him. I think Black is trying to redeem himself as well. Game one there, he lost a chicken dinner. He was doing the same thing. He was passing by with the vehicle, scouting around. And then Assassin as well, again, is at the same place with at least three players. So it's unlucky. XTC Black passing by the same place. He's going to be doing the same thing, hitting an angle. He was passing by, listening out, trying to find where these solos are. And now, I don't know if that's the same thing he wants to do, but if it is, it's going to cost him again. Yes, he has the eliminations, six in the bag. But then I don't think it's right for him to, do that same thing he did in Erangel. But let's see. Probably, he's ecstasy black. He's used to the competitive scene. He plays a lot of screams, a lot of leagues. So let's see if that does pay out there. But then Assassin's key, Black's kill. He's finally here to take it home. And he's going in for that push, of course, directly where we have Key. I don't think Assassin was aware that he's coming towards him, and it is GG's for Assassin. Black Fox trust that party that as well as Tempest. And none of them got any damage on Black. And our two players are looking at Black right now, and Nate getting cooked up there. It's not going to be a Kobe because Black just moved and went towards where we have Black Fox and the Tempest. Black Fox said if I give him, support, he's going to win, but then he's a camper. Eee. Hey,
Yeah,
that's what we
Black
call a
Fox. That
reflex.
that is all. That is all Mitch's fault.
Nah.
2 for 2, Black. Oh, trade off. What a
Hmm.
finish. Black is absolutely next level. Switched immediately to the FPP. Headshots only cracked the scores of the opposition straight out of the gate, send them back to prison. And that's what we love to see. All they saw was black. All they saw was darkness. And that is how you make something happen. Black folks, yeah, you are. Unfortunately, there's only one space for one black in this lobby, and that is going to be Ecstasy Black. We showed you exactly why. But Black folks, you're gonna have to blame Mitch because the moment she called your name, you died. So it's 100% her fault, and you can blame her. I blame her on your behalf as well.
No, 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 no. He said, "Oh, if Mitch, I don't get chicken dinners because Mitch is not my biggest fan." I said, "Okay, fine. From today, I'm your biggest fan, but she's not doing that thing yet." So, Black Fox, if you're watching this, you have to prove me wrong, okay? You have to prove, Priest, that I have the magic. As long as I'm your fan, you'll always win. You see, I'm not a fan of Priest, and you see where he is right now, Nigeria. But it's okay. We have Itachi there going towards XTC Black. This seems to be a guy you don't want to encounter in the game because anytime he gets anyone close to him, he does get something happening. But then Itachi seems to be doing a better job right now, getting Black with some damage with the nade there. That was actually a free nade, and you can see that he's also using his IQ there, going for Black, using every single angle he can get to get something happening here on Black's end. Gets the molly in as well. But then is he gonna be even any damage on Black? We have him going in for that push. Itachi is now confident that this player is just but a regular player and I can easily go in for that push. That's probably the future of the S12K. Let's go. Actually, I love this because this I think is the first person we're seeing with Black, giving him the scare. Oh, bravo. Yeah.
Wow,
Itachi was
Itachi
confident. Yes.
really used the nine-tailed demon eyes, or what do they even call it in anime? They call it like the nine-tailed demon eyes or something. Because that's what he used to see Black and put him off in a very, very tricky spot. You had to respect him, though. Saw it all the way through. And Adolf and is that Bolingo? Is that his name? Bolingo. Yeah, it is Bolingo. All the way out in the northern side of water treatment, 300 meters,
Don't
give or
say
take,
that name
away
in
from the place
public.
zone.
I'm just telling you now. Never say it in public.
Oh my goodness, you guys, man, what have you had me say on this live stream? I'm probably gonna regret this in the future because that is something I'm gonna say again. And when I come to Kenya, I'm
Say
gonna be shouting it. I'm gonna be shouting it in
shout
public.
it. In fact, tell
When I
him,
come
my
to
friend, you are my bolingo.
Kenya. Okay, now that even makes it sound weirder. That sounds scary, man. Mitch, what have you gotten me into? You guys in the comment section, I want to know what it means. What does Bolingo mean? You guys should tell me in the comment
We're
section.
not
I want
talking
to know what
about
it
that.
means. Mitch,
We are
Mitch is
ignoring
Mitch is
that.
Mitch is not gonna tell me. Mitch is not gonna tell me. She's gonna lie. I don't
It
trust her.
means
She's gonna
you're my
lie to
okay,
me.
fine, I'm serious. It means you're my best friend. But then you can't say just at anyone. We have
I
69
don't
here.
believe you. You have 69?
Yeah,
Huh?
right in front of right trying to get some damage on Bolingo there, and we can see Itachi coming just behind where we have 69. That's trying to get the pre-fires. The S12K
Oh.
from Itachi is the most dangerous gun right now. We have also some people third part in this, and Itachi again with the S12K does get a player all the way back to lobby. Colonizer has every single chance of taking Itachi all the way back to lobby, but then he is not flinching. This guy is not even trying to get anything happening on Itachi's side. He's open. He's literally in front of Colonizer. But then I get him. Sometimes the new players as well are not really used to, these fights. They're actually very patient players. So probably Itachi's downfall will be the Colonizer when he's not shaky anymore and is ready to get some praise towards where we have Itachi in this last zone fight.
Well, Itachi did have luck on his side there. I don't know if that's luck, but there was a third party going on that other side, and that gave him the opportunity to get that finish on that. I think it was a G9, yay. Not 69. Thank you.
And I just
So yeah,
realized, no, last time they lied to me when I was live. I just remembered that it's G9. Relax. I've
I'm
remembered.
I'm
They
re-
lied to me when I
I'm
was live.
relaxed.
Yes.
I'm relaxed. Don't believe everything you see on the live, girl. Do not
On
believe
these
everything
people
you
lied
see
to
on the
me
live.
live. I asked what name is that. They said 69 yay. So
Wow,
I stuck with
69
that.
is crazy. And you
And these
stuck with
people
that.
always lie. Yes, now they always lie to
Wow.
me when I'm live. I accept. It's fine. Okay. Oh, Hamzun was just taken by the zone. Okay, that's quite unfortunate. We have five players remaining. The zone seems to be in Hacienda, Itachi, Adnan, Bolingo, and Sizi Mwarabu. I don't think I can see the last player, but I'm guessing it is Colonizer if he hasn't been taken back to lobby yet. But then we have Itachi. They are trying to get some nades towards where we have STP, Bolingo, where we have Adnan as well, trying to get as much damage as possible, but I don't think it's going to be able. I don't think. Oh, Colonizer is there. See, this guy will be Itachi's downfall. I mean it. Itachi doesn't know that there's the slow walkers in the game. I have someone in the comment section asking us which game is this. I just realized there are no savage people in the comment section to answer him, so I will answer you proudly. This is PUBG Mobile, and you
The
can
best
play
battle
PUBG
royale game
Mobile.
in the world, you
Yeah,
know.
exactly. You can download it and be a part of this fun. I mean, PUBG Mobile is everything, guys. I just don't know why people don't see it. And I don't want to cause any violence. But look at Colonizer right now. He can see Itachi. He just needs to be a little bit confident, even if it's snaking and spraying towards Itachi. Please do it. Itachi is basically going outside the zone again to take his vehicle, getting the flank happening there. And Colonizer hasn't moved a muscle at all. Colonizer is just patient. Look at this. Get a beautiful hit Marabu there with the damage on Itachi. And it is GG's to you, Itachi. CZ Marabu. I just met him recently and I didn't know he was a CZ Marabu. So it is GG's to you as well. Three players remaining right now. We have Colonizer, Adnan, and the CZ Marabu right there. And Colonizer has been spotted, leaving just two players now. It is gonna be Adnan, the man with the Uzi. We had someone in the comment section saying that they prefer using the Uzi with a red dot. So we have someone here doing exactly that. That is Adnan. And just on the other side, the actually right across him, we have CZ Morabu as well as Scar L player. I believe he's using a Scar L. And they're going to be seen between the Uzi and the Scar L. Which gun is going to be giving these players a winner chicken dinner? We also have the UMP there, one of my favorite SMGs against the Uzi. And I hope CZ Morabu will be planning to use that UMP, to be honest, because I'm sure it can get a lot of damage on Adnan there. But anyway, the man is basically barefoot, so that's that.
Well, I mean, it might be part of the strategy to hide, to hide the sound of his feet. So,
Yeah.
there's levels, absolute levels to it. But, again, the teams, or rather the players that have been able to get the major part of the eliminations, I think they still put a dent in what could come out of this lobby. I think Adnan was in the top five players in the previous game, and it paid off because of the way he plays. He applies the same strategy across, the two maps. He did the exact same thing in the previous game, but Cesar Marabu is still behind the play zone. He's got a couple meters to move in. Approximately 6 meters. If he can travel just a little bit further, it will put him in a better spot because Adnan does have a chunk of that zone, and he might spot him if he tries to make the move a little bit prematurely. But he does have a little bit of a defensive line in front of him. If he can siege and hold off that position, the smoke grenades will serve the best part of this. Right now, he does have 9 eliminations, and hopefully he will be able to crack this one. Molotov is dropped over to the other side. Does he run into it? He does run into it. He's on fire, and somehow he managed to crush through. Easy. Marabu, what a clutch. What a clutch!
We'll have to see it. You just said it like I said it. You said Mwarabu. And that's exactly how I say it, by the way. I also say it like that. I say
Yeah,
it Morabu.
I was mimicking you because you were saying it. And it sounds cool.
I know, and it's totally okay. But then GG's again to you, CZ Morabu, for that beautiful winner chicken dinner. Bagging 3 eliminations. I don't know where that's going to put him in terms of points, but I hope he's going to be somewhere amongst the top three, are the ones that are standing a chance of winning Sam UC, where we have the top, the position one getting 1800, position two, 720, and then position three, 325. So I hope he lands on either. But as of now, that is actually a really good last zone fight. Like I say, the Uzi is just something else. And if he had a Tommy, it could have been even worse. I'm just saying it. But anyway, let's just leave it at that because Priest will start attacking me when I say the truth about his Tommy. So yeah, this is again to you, Sisi Morabu, and I believe we are done for the second game of the night. We'll be looking to go for a short break, and then we'll be going into the last game of the night, and that's going to be Sunhawk, the land of the many snakes. And
Woo!
yes, we are back, guys, for the last game of the night. We have basically had two games already around your mirror. Might has been quite interesting. And now that we're going to the last game of the night, it's going to be Sun Hawk. Chris is basically one of those people that play Sun Hawk, snakes. So let him tell you a little bit about it. And he just left me after I said who he is. But it's okay. Yeah, so the last game being Sanhok, you're going to be seeing which team is going to be getting the chicken dinner. But he's back. I'll let him tell us a little bit about Sanhok and what he's expecting from the last game of the night.
Again, I don't know what that means when you talk about me. I play Sanok a lot. I'm not sure what you're trying to drive at, but again, I would say that Sanok is one of those maps where you got to be aggressive because of how small it is, not
Mm-hmm.
because you're gonna be snaking or anything like that. I've never even heard of that word before. You're just the one teaching
Ah.
me all these new words like snaking.
Mm.
I don't even know what that means. The fact that you know it says a lot about you more than about me. Yeah, that's just really what we're saying. But for me, I would say that Sanok is more about aggression. You just gotta. This is the type of map I think Black should be succeeding in, because it
Mm-hmm.
packs players together relatively very quickly, so reduces the amount of time they have to plan, strategize the way Miramar and Erangel gives them the opportunity to do so. But
Mm-hmm.
for the most part, I think we would navigate and see who's going to play a little bit more central. But I think playing from the edge in Sandhawk is much more effective because of the fact that you can make a couple of rotations and move into a terrain position. So yeah, we'll keep our eyes peeled. We'll see what the deal is and see
Mm-hmm.
who's going to come out on top in Sandhawk.
Oh, yes, exactly. Actually, we're going to be looking at XTC Black now that you've mentioned him. As well as, the other players that have been dominating, I think Itachi, we want to see Itachi will be taking again XTC Black back to lobby. We'll be looking at that. But before we get there, the game has finally begun. And of course, for the people that are there watching the live, you guys can support the live by just liking it, tapping on your screens, subbing on the PUBG Mobile Africa YouTube, following them on TikTok, following Carry Fast as well on TikTok and on YouTube, just to make sure you stay locked when it comes to these games. And the game has officially begun, and we can see some players have already gone to places that they feel comfortable in. And I'm not sure how the Hawk will be, seeing that Miramar is also quite a very interesting map. But we'll see, we'll see. Like I said, this is Chris Forte, so probably he's going to be the one telling us the do's and don'ts when it comes to San Hawk.
Well, for the do's and don'ts, I'll tell you, don't land late. And some people are already landing late, so they're gonna get cooked for sure. But Black is already on the offensive inside of boot camp. Finds a little bit of a niche corner there for himself, and he has picked up a DBS. What a way to get blessed! And now he looks first through, first
Yo.
shot, straight to Itachi. And he was the player that eliminated him in the previous game. Talk about vengeance. Talk about
Mhm.
Batman. And that
Yeah.
is speaking on being on that's speaking on being vengeful. I'm sure he put his back into that DBS. He put his back into
Yeah.
that DBS. That's sure. I'm sure he put his back into it to cook him straight off.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do respect players that come to boot camp off rip. They don't have time. They want to get straight into the action, and I respect it because boot camp has always had that persona of, oh, a lot is going on here. Will I be able to get utilities? Will I be able to stack up on anything before I get eliminated? What's the vibe? How far can I get? And then we see that some teams just, or rather some players just take that on their own and make something out of it. Black has the S12K and the AUG combination. I mean, one for long range, mid range, one for up close and personal. It couldn't get any better for him. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any protection for the most part. I think just one vest, and then you have the likes of this guy. He's got a level 3 vest and a level 2 helmet. I think sometimes there's like there's this just false confidence that comes with having level 3 gear of rip that makes you feel somewhat untouchable. And again, it's really false confidence because But then, does it happen to you as well? When you land, and the first thing you pick up is level 3 gear. Does it make you feel, a little bit more confident than picking up anything else?
No, how is that supposed to make me feel confident?
I
The
mean, it's
only
a level
thing it
three.
does, no, the only thing I get happy about is another team up. All right. The only thing that I get happy about is a backpack. If I have a level 3 backpack, I'm those people that love shopping. So basically, in the game, I have the same mentality. If I have a big bag, I'll carry 300 ammo for each gun. I'll carry nades. I just feel happy about my loot. But in terms of vest, helmet, I don't even think I'm usually that concerned. Mostly, what's surprising is my teammates are the one who ask me which vest I have because mostly I'm focused on the type of bag I'm carrying. Level 3.
I mean, I'm not talking about level 3 bag. I'm just talking about like armor. I'm talking about helmets
No,
and vests only, though.
no,
Still.
no. I don't focus on that. But yeah, I'm going to improve, guys. Don't judge, don't judge. But when we have colonizer and evil, they were just having a good time together, being buddies, and it seems like this is going to be the end of a beautiful relationship because we have a player coming there as well. So we're going to be having something unfortunate happening there. A boot camp as well seems to be a little bit crowded like it was before. So one more person has joined the party, and that is Naruto-kun. I don't know Naruto's strategy there because Black is here. He can hear him. He has a grenade in hand. The best way he's going to take him out is if that grenade is going to connect and get a very, very satisfying Kobe on Naruto's side. But let's see what Black's plan is going to be and how he's going to get that Kobe get working on Naruto. Does get to throw that nade, does get some damage on him, and I believe Black will be using that as a chance to go in for that push. On Naruto, he has that orb with a good firing rate, but something about it doesn't make me feel happy when he's using it. Oh, yo. I had some hope for Naruto. And actually, I had hope for him, man. He had the pre-fires, the damage there on Black, but Black is just Black. Ah.
Well, like I said, I saw Black. I felt he was going to turn things around inside of this game, and he is doing exactly that. But I could also speak for Manka here. He's been quite comfortable inside of boot camp, playing it a little bit towards the center, and I think that plays to his own advantage. But they will be trading off if they can get a whiff of each other's positions and utilize that information. Just tried the grenade already, but so that one did not work. We'll switch over to his own S12K as well. And he'll try his best to stay locked in if he can find a way to work it through there. First shot, straight into the devil's mouth. Maka was
No
waiting for that one.
way.
I mean, you can't even be mad, man. But it's still one of those things. You just gotta take it slow. You just gotta chill. Black was moving all over the place, jumping up and down, flying all over the entire spectrum, thinking, he just, Michael was just like, okay, I'll just put my crosshair here. This guy's gonna jump right in, and that is exactly what he did.
Yeah, that is actually quite unfortunate there for Blanc. I mean, it was really satisfying to see how Manka got him because he was wearing that Utasudi. I don't know how to sing that song. Utasudi works. 5 days. That like not crocodile. That the weird dance with the guy with the wearing the green suit. I can't sing that song, but something Sita. Something I don't want to sing because it sounds weird. But if you can just think for a minute, you know what I'm saying. But that outfit probably made him feel a little bit sneaky. And then Manka comes into the S12K, and I was like, no way. That S12K got Black immediately. He touched the ground. He went back to lobby. He just turned into a crate from an outfit to, oh my days. Anyway, GG's to you, STP Manka, for that. And now we have a V Mastro. going for that push on Groot. He's quite damaged as well there. And if he goes in on that push, he might just be able to be lucky to take him all the way back to lobby. But then Groot is not moving a muscle. He's choosing to camp it out. Eh. Solos, there's just something about solos, man. Because, Viv Meister didn't even force it. He just carried him. You know what I would have done? I would have first get in and sat in that buggy with him. There's no way you're taking me back to lobby with that vehicle. But question: if I sit at the back of the buggy and there's someone in front of me, can I fire at them? Like, can I fire down at his helmet? Is that possible?
Think we
It
might be
just
able to
makes
explore.
sense. It just
But
makes sense.
my own question to you is, why are you watching dancing crocodiles though? Like, what is that? What, what does that even mean?
It's not a crocodile. Atakusita. I don't know what that thing says. That she wears a green outfit, okay, and does this weird dance. I can't even explain the dance. I feel like I need to show it for people to get what I'm trying to say. But because, well, you haven't seen it, so you don't understand it. But I'm sure someone watching the live knows what I'm saying. There is a dance where that character wears that green outfit. Everyone has seen it. It's just maybe you haven't seen it and you wouldn't get it. Um, but I'm going to look for it and send it to you.
Okay, I would like to see what. I would really like to see what you're going on about for real. I want to see how far.
Hey,
Oh, yo, I mean, if that would startle me personally, that kind of thing would startle me. I'm not gonna lie. That would startle me a lot, because that kind of thing, it did happen to me a lot, when I was playing, when I was grinding to get conqueror. A lot of players killed me like that. It was very startling. Your heart would jump out of your body. And it was, do you know what made it crazier is, there wasn't no DBS then, so it wasn't like one shot and your game ends. Like, it's they spray you straight up. And some people, you could hope that they're bad at shooting and they could miss a couple shots, giving you just a second to turn around for a drop shot or something, or switch into a better position in quick succession. But unfortunately, it's just not one of those scenarios when the DBS is involved, because all it takes is one shot from the back, and you just saw that, and that is it. The game ends for you. It's very hard. It's very, very gut wrenching, when you go out of the game like that. But that's just what solo is. That's what the PUBG Mobile Africa Champs is all about. Surprise, surprise.
exactly. And if you're not really good at your reflexes and you cannot get to react as soon as you have someone coming in the building and the person is camping where you're going to, then you're probably going to be going back to lobby a couple of times before you get used to it. And the same thing you've said, I'd also get startled and probably drop my phone because sometimes it's really scary. Because from the beginning, you're scared because I'm playing alone in this game, okay? And then I come and I find someone has just camped it out and gets to take me back slowly with a DBS. Let's say if the DBS, not even a DBS. Okay, yeah, DBS will be the most loud gun to yet taking all the back slowly with. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. There's a whole thing behind it, but then you have to also to improve your reflexes if you're playing in any solo mode. And we have CZ Morife going in for that push against STP Manka, a man who has proved to be very good when it comes to using the S12K. And Morife with the M416. I'm hoping he's going to switch his gun and go for the DBS. Because, well, Manka has the S12K in hand, and I don't think he's planning on using his shot there. Actually, he's using the M4 finally, but now Murife as well chooses to use the M416 as well. And we have an nade there getting cooked up on Manka. Let's go, Murife. He actually had Manka cooking up that nade and decides to retreat while cooking his own. Doesn't get any damage happening yet, but he's still trying to cook up a second nade towards Manka there, who's going into that push directly. Hey! Yeah, is that what you call a 2-for-2 priest? Nah,
Yeah,
that's
I
vendetta.
mean,
Eh, nah.
well, I mean, it's a fair trade-off. We've seen that before. We saw that earlier on, and I think we're starting to see that. Yeah, it's really a vendetta. We're starting to see that there's some lore, there's some backstory behind all of
Mhm.
these players, what they have in their mind coming inside of these games, especially in this Sanok map. I think the strategy is a little bit different for most of the players here. I think they are more inclined by getting positions. I was expecting this type of play style in Miramar, but it looks like we're getting it in Sanok instead. Getting yourself
Mhm.
into that pole position to get some more eliminations, and I think it's starting to pay off for those players. And again, most of them are quite central. We've got a couple of players from the south side, but most of the players are central. I want to see if Adolf can make a rotation all the way from the northern side deep down to the central half. He has a couple of players in this area, and the rotation is going to take him a little while. Once we move into phase 3, then phase 4 of the circle. So this is the time you do want to start making that final preparation for where the zone could potentially be closing out of, and make that place, your personality for the next couple of minutes. Play zone has shifted again. We are now in phase 3. Adolf has a couple of minutes to make that move towards ruins. This is the area you need to be if you can get to Tambang, before the next zone closes out, because you've only got a minute. It would be very ideal that now is the time you make that happen.
Yes, sir. And with this one going towards Tampang, usually I call it Tampang because I don't get the bang. But I'm not from those sides, so saying it is a little bit hard from because of where I come from, here in Kenya. But it's okay. But we have CZ Mwarabu here, the guy who got the chicken dinner for game 2 in Miramar, is now waiting it out. I cannot say camping, but then you can see Hartem. What? Why did he tap him? He had every single chance of taking him back to lobby. I think there's a code here, guys, because why is everyone doing that thing where they tap in twice before they can go to push someone? Because they know that someone they know. And there we go. Vector does get the last elimination on Hartem, taking him all the way back to lobby. There's just something about a Vector as well. I don't use it because of how it throws all the bullets at once. It doesn't even save anything. You just fire and the mag is done. If you miss, you have to reload all over again just to get something happening, man. I don't know about vectors, but it's okay. So, Priest, it is called the Green Man Dance on YouTube. Yes, I found
Yeah,
it.
that is
I'm
that
not.
is not even creative. That is not even a creative.
Nah, nah. You check. You check it. We have, who is this? Adnan. He had the position 2 when he came to the previous game in Mirror. And now I don't know if he's going to be looking for a chicken dinner when it comes to the last game of the night. And even as you enjoy the last game, of course, I have to tell you guys about the LAN event that is coming to you guys here in Kenya on the 29th of March. It's going to be at the Nairobi International School, and everyone is free to come, but there is a link that you're supposed to register yourself, and everyone else who wants to come. It's just a simple procedure, just your name and that you're planning to attend the event or something, like if you've ever attended. It just has like 2 questions and you're done registering. So if you want to register yourself, kindly reach out to Carry Fast. They will direct you. Or even as this game ends, usually there's a QR code for people to scan and stuff like that. So make sure you scan your the QR code and then join that WhatsApp group. There's going to be details on the land that is going to be sent there. The link will be sent there as well, and you'll get to be a part of the beautiful mega LAN event that is going to be hosted by PUBG and Carry Fast for us people in Kenya. I don't know about people who are not in Kenya. If you have the money like Priest and you want to take a plane all the way to Kenya, you're very much welcome. You can also attend the event, but it is going to be at the Nairobi International School, and everyone is very much welcome. And this being week 9 for the solo rooms, we're going to be having another room as well next week. It's going to be the last week for it. It's going to be week 10. And if you want to register as well, same QR code is going to direct you to the group that you're going to be doing the registration. And you get to stand a chance of winning some UC. Beautiful spray there from Hutch, taking all the assassin key. GG's to you. Okay, let's go back to my very long rant. So, if you get to play in these solo rooms, for those who don't know, there is some UC to be won, where we have the first place. The person getting first place goes home with 1,800 UC. We have the person coming at second place going home with 720 UC, and then third place you go home with 325 UC. So for tonight's game, I don't know who's going to be taking it, but my guess is probably position one is going to be either XTC, V Maestro, or Itachi, depending on how. Not even Itachi, because Itachi might have gone home too early in this last game or second game, but I don't know. Probably Priest has a favorite when it comes to that. But for me, I'd say I don't have a favorite, but I'm hoping that the three players that did their best there do get to have some part of the UC.
Okay. Well, interesting. After saying, oh wow, that grenade probably next cut all the way out. Seems be double chicken and smash chicken and that be very impressive. But again, it's not too favorable for them. You know, players are holding themselves quite nice at that north side of the Adnan continue to set all the way across there. They set himself across as well. PH between the play zone. He is going to go over to the other side. Fortunately for him, vehicle and I use that his move and he stay in the dust. I don't think Zenzi has it. It's going to be a very patient for him to taking here, and I have to find to a better side of that.
E.
I want you getting right. It's open.
Nah.
Just that is the danger, you know, of not driving out full speed. You know, you gotta
Yeah, you
ride
have to,
speed.
because that was actually very slow. And the Hutch spray was perfect because he got him directly, like it was easy, easy spray all the way back to lobby. So GG's to him as well. We have just 10 players remaining in this game, and I can't even tell who's going to get a chicken dinner because everyone here who's remaining so far has gotten a chicken dinner before. So it's going to be a little bit tight for all the players here. Apart from Colonizer is a very good solo player in terms of holding grounds. You saw in the second game there in Miramar how he was just patient, even though he went home third in that game. He actually camped it out till third place. So he's just getting the placement points, because you can imagine someone who's behind him had zero eliminations and was actually playing aggressively. But this guy was just, patient, crouching from point A to point B, and he's still able to get position 3. That's very, very impressive. I don't think even he knows that he's trying that much. He's just, I think, playing the game and having a good time at the end of the day, just trying to learn his skills when it comes to these rooms. V Maestro doing a strategy we have seen there before from XTC Black, where you take a vehicle and you start scouting around. It is a strategy that can work, but most of the time, to be honest, I don't think it's something that works when you have a lot of solos literally everywhere. But we'll see if that's going to be the case in terms of V Maestro's strategy, because he's not XTC Black at the end of the day. He's V Maestro. And we want to see what he has in plan for us tonight. I was thinking, okay, so I'm a solo priest. I'm just but a solo. Where is my mistake if I decide to snake from beginning of the first zone till the end? Where is my mistake? And this whole thing is bushy. Like there's grass, rocks, trees. Where is my mistake?
Yeah, if you're trying to cover ground, you can't much
Yo,
ground. Probably
Vector.
beautiful. In fact, look at this man. How man, how
Me jolly.
this guy. I mean, come on, man. Respect to the dedication. just unfortunate the Guineas because that would
I
just be
don't.
crazy. That would just be crazy, man. Guineas here. Guineas is a plan. Oh, that would
He's
astronomical if
just
that
the
would
fine print of what we call solo plays. He's not moving. I mean, man, these are some of the players that will make you hate playing solos. You'll panic. I'm telling you, if he gets you, by the time you jump and look back and get him, you're all the way back to lobby. Just you and your angry self talking to yourself. But it's fine. Hi there, anonymous gamer. It's just fine.
I mean, Adolf is not aware that Kenemo is right beside him to his left, hasn't moved a muscle, and he will have to be the one to move first because the play zone is not too favorable. But he makes the right call, and that makes a rotation over to that right hand side. Sees Marabi over to the northern side. Most likely spot him, but he goes prone. Hopefully, puts himself in a better position. Somehow, Sensei has made it in from the southern side and will keep the rest of the opposition behind him. But unfortunately, Adolf and the rest of those players that are playing in from the Northwest Central, they will be able to catch him off guard if he makes the wrong moves. But right now, things are looking quite up for Sis Marabi if he can keep the rest of these players on the northern side in a very tight spot. But who is that riding in a vehicle? It is while watch again. He puts himself inside of the center. He finds the first snake and he mows him down immediately with the Joker M416, close and clutch. And Mijoli hasn't moved a muscle while all this has been going on. I mean, I would have started taking shots and it gets him again, but he misses off. Sensei, unfortunately, is going to be unlucky there with the shots. And the smokes perfectly launched from Yawatch. Again, he can make something happen here, but again, there's too many players in his sideline. There's too many players in the area. He has to make sure that he has no opposition behind him. Sensei up in that northern side will decide to make the dash into the zone, and he has found a way through. But hopefully it can work for him if he has some sort of cover, maybe some rocks, maybe some trees. But Adolf and Colonizer are not so lucky. The play zone already hot on their heels. And Wawatch already making the advance. He's Marabi a little bit closer, closer and closer, itching, just waiting for him to expose himself there. We'll send him back into the lobby with the quickness. Must rain on his parade with the UMP as well. First, tossing grenade over to the other side. Colonizer still outside of the zone here. And
Let's
he is
go.
exposed, and he will be getting sent off by Season Marabi. We'll trade the first one, we'll trade the second one as well. Vector going absolutely insane right now. Sensei has sprawled himself into that northern side, and he is going to be exposed immediately by Mijuli. Finally starts to rain the bullets with the M4, and a grenade sent over as well from Season Marabi. Does it connect? No, it does not. But it does give a sight line, gives him an idea that yes, you have been spotted. I know exactly where you are. And another grenade sent over towards Adolf, but it's too far out, doesn't connect. He's gonna try again. It's him versus two players, but the play zone is not friendly. Julie has a very, very solid grasp on this. He can play to the zone onto the left-hand side and take away that position as well. And he's already making the move. He's trying to center himself into the zone. Julie may have just done it here. And Adolf does have a little bit of that zone to work with, but it's not going to be too friendly. Trades it to the other
Yo,
side. But Caesar Marabi will trade him off. And the Vector will
let's
win
go.
once again. Wow. Adolf against Caesar Marabi. Can he do it 2 times out of 2? Good spray to the other side. Here comes the UMP. Trades off into the left. Can he make it happen? Grenade bounces right off the rock side. Tries to spray into the right-hand side. Misses the first. Misses the second. We'll try again. Jump shot
Let's
into the
go.
outside. And Caesar Marabi with the Vector will clutch. 5 players down by the Vector. Caesar Marabi is him, ladies and gentlemen. Now that is a player for the books.
Exactly. You just called him Sisi Mwarabi. It is Sisi Mwarabu. And we'll have to see their GGs to him. I mean, that vector was just something. I think you're going to be changing our perspective when it comes to the vector right now. Just because of this guy, he has proved that you can use this gun to get yourself a chicken dinner, get all these eliminations easily without, fumbling. I don't know how he's done it. I don't know how he got all those eliminations easily. He basically had people coming from the back, but Julie was there. He had everyone right. Like he was surrounded, but he was still confident with with the Vector. Went on to get the knocks, the fast, not even the knocks, the fast. There's no one with the self ed. So he was basically getting those eliminations all the way back to lobby. Got his chicken dinner, and we loved exactly that. The last game was very, I mean, very interesting, and we have enjoyed ourselves here with Priest. Unless Priest has to say something about the Morabu before we can call it a
Yeah,
night. And yeah,
yeah. I mean,
tell us something.
um, this was the best game of the lot. You know, for all the games we saw tonight, this was absolutely the best one, and I loved every minute of it. You know, this was the different strategy I was expecting in the Miramar game, but most of these players, you know, I think they just wanted to be in a better spot towards the final circle. I do think that it was more of a confidence thing for Mijuli. I think he didn't have to be prone anymore. There's
Mm-hmm.
not a lot of players left. You don't necessarily have to be in the grass any further, but it is what it is. That was the strategy, and that is how it came out for him. And it just didn't pan out. But you know, it is. Congratulations to Cesar Marabu. He did an amazing job. The Vector, we've seen
Mm-hmm.
how dangerous it is. You know, we were talking about
Yeah.
SMGs, and we didn't even talk about the Vector. Although I feel it's just like an Uzi on steroids, personally. But it's a 9 millimeter. It
Mm-hmm.
works. It does amazing jobs in close range, and we've seen exactly how dangerous that gun is. So, but respect to the Vector, respect to Sis Barabu, they turned up and they made it lit. And that is why we love the PUBG Mobile Africa Champs. March 29th, land final, big, 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 big tournament in Kenya. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
be there in spirit. I know Mitch is trying to say that I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there in spirit, you know? Yeah, I'm going to be there in spirit for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yeah, well, I guess that's that, guys, for tonight. Thank you so much for everyone who's tuned in. There's the week 10 that is happening next week. You can register immediately. The live ends. It's going to be a QR code you can scan and get to join the group and register. But for now, it is good night from me and Priest, and we'll be seeing you guys next week as well for the last week of the Africa Champs Kenya series.